Okay, this is a gematria calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? 6 and 6 would meet on each side. So if we were creating a cross, 7, 6, okay, we need open space, 7, 6, 5, okay, would be the barrier of the cross. It would be here and then here, the top of the cross. We need 7 and 6 to come together because we need a distance. The forming of this bar over here and the forming of this bar over here has to have 7 as the point. The bottom of the point has to be 6. The crossing point must be 5 and 4. This is where the sun comes in. 7 and 6 is 13. 5 and 4 is 9. 1 and 3 is 4. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 4 is where we come in to this cross. That is one part of creation, okay, of this gematria scale, and it creates the arrow. It's an obligation, okay? Second part I want to walk into this creation of gematria, inside Fibonacci. Sorry, now we're into Fibonacci. Okay, inside Fibonacci, we start 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and we go all the way around. Now we're going to show where positions show up. Here is a position board. Where does 1 show up in the position? 1 shows up in the first box, 1 shows up in the second box, 1 shows up in the 10th, the 18th, and the 23rd. The total of number 1 is 54, the number in the sun, creating the IT system. When counting down, the second number 1 equals 2, the third number 1 equals to 13, the fourth number 1 equals to 31, and then 54. When counting up, the first one equals to 23 area, because in the 23rd area, and the 23rd area is a number 1. So the number 1 in the first box, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 area, 5. Number 1 will equal to number 5. In the 2 area, in the 3 area, in the 4 area, in the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, every single one has 2. But number 1 has 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So there's 8 by 2 is 16, and 1 is 20, and 16, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is in a cube equals to the same number. Okay, we have the same numbers. The residual values in these same numbers. Now, we have to understand when we compare it to colors. In pool, 1 and 9 are both yellow. 9 is on the other side. 2 and 8, 1 and 9 are both yellow. 1 and 9 are also 10. Now, we have to understand A and I, artificial intelligence, comes in at 1 and 9. When we go into the 10, now we're talking about 2 things. I'm mixing up 2 things now, or 3 things. I'm mixing up pool. I'm mixing up the star system. The star system, if I have my calculator here, which I do not, I have it in my pocket. Walked around with it all day today. The star system is everything to do with 10. 7 and 3, 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 4 and 6. Okay? 2 and 8 equal to 10, and 2 and 8 are blue and pool. 3 and 8 equals to 11, and they're both red. How the 8 interferes and is in the middle of everything. So we're not going to go on to this anymore. I don't want to bring that in. The first 3 we have to understand is 1, 2, and 3. Yellow, blue, and red. Okay? In the 2 box, the 2 shows up inside 3 and 21. Creation, 21 is the cube. 1, 2, 3 shows up in the 2. The total is 24. Here the total is 54. Here the total is 24. The difference is your 30 creation. In number 3, which is a combination of 1 and 2, okay, because it takes 1 and 2 to create 3, we have 54 and 21 equals to 75. 75 is the gateway. I just had a little fly come on top of me, so I wiped that out. This is my gateway. Inside of number 4, it equals 24. Inside of number 5, it equals 24. Inside of number 6, it equals 36. 36, creation of the half-life. 6 man is creation of the half-life. 1 and 6 are the opposite of a dice, but you have to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 corners, and everything else is in between. So the in-between to 4, 2, 8, and 1, okay, of the 24 scale over here, because it takes 24 numbers to create 1 and 1, 2, 2 and 1, 3, 3 and 2, 5, 5 and 3, 8, 8 and 4, 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 4, 7, 7 and 3, 1, 1 and 8, 7 and 1, 8, 8 and 1, 9, 9 and 8, 17, 1 and 7 is 8, 8 and 9, 17, 1 and 7 is 8, 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 7 and 8 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 6 and 4 is 10 equals 1, 1 and 4 is 5, 5 and 1 is 6, 6 and 5 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. We end up at the 24th number over here, number 9. So when we continue into the 7th box, and everybody knows 7 is a creation of 3 parts. 3 numbers, 1, 2, and then the third, 1, 2, and then the third. This is the 1, 1, 2. This is the 2 and 1, 2 and 1. This is the 7th gate, 3, 1, 3. 3, 1, 3, and it's the 4th game of the series that takes you to the next rounds. We also know that this year or last year when they took the penny off the market, we know that 7 and 8 was a difference. When there's a cost at a store of 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, we pay 5. When there's a cost of 1, 2, goes backwards, 1 and 2, 9 and 8, we always pay 0, or the 10-cent piece. So now, the 9 number is in the 24th and 12th position, equaling to 36. The 8 number is in the 11th and 14th number, okay, equaling to 24. The 7 is in the 9th position and 15th number, equaling to 24. Both 7 and 8 equal to 24. 6 and 9 equal to 36. 5 is in the 5th position and the 19th. 519, 519 crossing on the calculator. What I'm trying to show right now is the basis of perfection of where numbers go obligations. Whether you're playing the game of pool, whether you take out the dice cubes, whether you present yourself with the calculator, and all numbers will focus always on its relationships. So this is what we got now. In this position over here, I have the light staring me in the eye. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for myself to see. In this position over here, 2. Let's take number 2. On the cube to the 7th gate, we must take 2 and connect it to 5. We get 7 over here, 24 over here, and 24 over here. So 2 and 5 will create 48. 1 and 6, which is the half-life, will create 90. 90 is your birth. 90 is 96. 0 will create 6. 36 is now 42. 42 and 54 equals 96. 54 and 36 equals to 90. 90 again will be 96. All zeros equal 6 because the arrow goes through the center of the point. When we create the total of 7, all your numbers create the total of 7, whether it's 1 and 6, whether it's 2 and 5, whether it's 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is in between 2 and 5. 25, 625 of the Mayan count is because it's an obligation. It works out. If you multiply 4320 times 6, it will equal 25,920. 7, 8, and 9 are very special. 7 is last. 1 is first on the piano. 8 is automatically A, starting over on the piano. 8 and 9 into the 10 worlds. If we brought this to the 10 worlds, I would get again 36 and 1 equals 10. 8 and 2. When 8 and 2 come together, we have 24 and 24, 48. When 7 and 3 come together, we have 24, and over here, we have 12. 3 shows me a half-life. 12 only, that adds up with 3. 3 and 4, okay? And I'm showing you these numbers are position numbers of these numbers, okay? But position is everything, right? Position, area, space, qualification for area, okay? When you're in the face-off, the person in the face-off area will get that puck. 3 and 4 equals to 24 and 12 equals to your 36. 3 and 7 will equal to 12 and 24, 36. 4 and 6, 36, and 24 will equal to 60, and this is your east-west rotation of the clock. Now, I'm going to take this on in a break. Just give me a second to breathe. Okay, I took a little break just to breathe, and I'm coming back right now because this is not complete. This is not final. In order to create this area here, area space where 4 is, okay, where all the 4s are. Here's the 4 here, position number 7. Here is a 4 here, position 17. 7 and 17. To create this, you need to 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 is 10 and 7. 10 is the difference between the 17, the Q letter, and the G letter, Q and G, where the queen creates the gateway. When we go to number 13, 1 and 3 is 4, we will take 54, okay, and number 3, 12, and equal to 66. If we minus it, we get 42. 42 is a relationship of creating the separation inside the Gematria scale, where 6 goes to 7, then drops down to 6 again to your next letter. This is what happens. Now, what I want to bring up next, I've already done in my last video, okay? I want to bring up how we create certain numbers. When you create 4, you get 2 and 2, 3 and 1. 0 and 2, 0 minus plus, minus plus, minus plus, minus plus. When you get to 6, it takes 3 of them to create 6. The average is 2. When you get to 5, it takes 2 of them. The average is 2.5. When you get to 4, the average is 2. It takes 2 of them. When you get to 7, there are 3 markings that bring you up to 7. The average is 3.5. 6 is 2.5, 7 is 3.5, 2.5, 3.5, 25, 52, 1/4 of Earth time, 3.5, which equals to 70, 3.5. 3.5, which is 1/2 or 1/2 and 1/4, in addition to 28, which is the cycle of the moon, okay? And when you have it for sale, you get 8 times 3.5 equals to your 28 grams, okay? 8 times 3.5, so it's an expression number. So we're going to get back to here. Again, we're going to get back to number 13. 1 and 3 is 4 because everything is based on the side of the calculator, 7, 1, and 4, or the phone, whatever it is, it's the grid. This is your gridiron. 1, 4, and 7. 3, 1, 3. 3 and 1, 2 and 2 to create this. 1, 4, 7. So when we get to 13, right, we will take now 7 and 6. Here is, the first one is 16 and 9, 25, and the letters are pi. The second one is letter O and letter T. 2 pi. Anyways, the totality is what I'm working on. 36 and 24 is 60 in time. 8 and 5 is 13, 24 and 24, 48. The Mayan month is 480 hours. Number 9, well, hold on a second. I just want to do something right here. The one thing I want to talk about the Mayan, they say it's 20 months times 18 days, right? Equals to 360. Or is it 20 days times 18 months? Equals to 360. Now, if it was 18 days, times 24 hours. You have your vibration of 432, 1 and 5. Hello, who's there? I'm receiving at the other end. I need something in between. So I need an extra space. I need separation. If I'm calling somebody, no matter what, the vibration between me and you, or we're both in the same mind. So this is how this scenario lays up when you bring this together. Now for the last one, which is 9. 9 is special because in Gematria, 9 is on the other side. In Chaldean, there is no 9. In Pool, 9 is yellow and it's on the other side. Once you create the first section of communication, you need to go to the other side to send it, which now is 9 and 4. And only when you get the 4 is there any creation at the 7th gate shown to you in games people play. And one of the games is craps, the other games is cards, because only in cards is the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 showing you 4 corners in every single one of the cards. 4 gives you 24, 9 gives you the 36, equaling to 60 on the clock. 9 and 4 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. The bottom part is 1 over here. 2 and 2 equals to 21 and 3, equals to your total of 24 again. I'm going to bring up one last part in this, and I know it's a long video, and we're going to relate this to colors in Pool. Yellow, blue, red, purple, orange, green, and brown. Plus and minus, plus and minus, plus and minus. Minus everything comes to 8. Plus becomes 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So we begin on the negative side, which, on the what do you call it? Odd and even numbers. This one becomes 1. 1 is the 7th gate. It carries a 0. All zeros become 6. 6 and 1 is now 7. 1 and 2 is 3. It becomes 3 and 8. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 and 8. This is where your matrix comes in because 5 is the center. 2 above, 2 below, 1 on each side, 3 and 5 in this area over here. That is your center. I call that center electric company. 3, 1, 3, 5. ACE, yellow, blue, and red, says ACE. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And once you get over to the 14 ball green, you're back to 2 and 0. And that is your 8. J and T are the letters. Or switch it over to G and H. Coming together, green and yellow come together in this scenario. The total is 28, the cycle of the moon where green and yellow come together, or 12, 1 and 2, alpha beta. Alpha beta, saying 1 and 2, becomes yellow and blue. Electric company, 19. Altered current, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, equals 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 will equal 19 again. So it's a rotation inside of this. This is where we have, when you have the brown ball, it says go. 715, the hand of God. 7 times 15 is 105. Which becomes 165, which becomes 195, or the numbers 1, 9, and 5, because everything is flipped and turned, and there's so much to write in this. I'm not even really sure what I should show you, but these are the pool balls. This is what happens with the pool balls. It shows you that purple, the purple sky, where it meets, it shows me the gateway. 8 and 7 come together. This one shows me altered current. 5 and 8 come together. 8 and 1, this one, the orange and the green. The orange is the orange sun, it's the letter E. It's the letter A, and the letter C says ACE. The passage is through the sun and the high sky. When 8 and 9 come together in Gematria, it is A and B again, because we only go to 7, and the piano, the 8th key, is A and B. The 17 is the Q letter in this. 8 and 1, A and H, or the 18th letter, is the R, saying hair, har, or resident angel heaven. And that brings back, again, orange and green. I'm going to leave this video to end. There's a couple of more parts on this video. And that is this part over here for the Fibonacci. And this part over here I'm not even going to speak about. We'll speak about it tomorrow. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Oh my God, this is so much work. And I don't think I said anything at all other than the combinations of the equations. Thank you for watching on your own.